little geek, and
Okay.
I bought like this cool costume and this really cool gun. Not sure how the gun part will go downtown, but we'll see how that goes.
That might not work out too
Yeah,
well.
that's what I was thinking too. What are you guys?
I was thinking either a Lego, like making a box and putting some bowls on it, you know, and writing Lego on me, or a witch from Hocus Pocus. So
Wonderful.
we'll just watch that movie.
Okay,
Wonderful.
so I saw Hocus Pocus the first time like a week ago. Was that bad?
Shut
Was
up.
that
First
bad?
time?
Yes.
That's literally the worst thing I've
that
ever
bad?
heard.
Oh.
No, it's okay. I've never seen it.
That is terrible.
As far as my Halloween
I've seen
costume,
it like a week
goodness.
ago, and I love it. I've already watched it like 4 times.
I
How
grew
have
up
you
on that
And I
movie.
love
Yeah,
it.
every Halloween it's
I
something
mean, just
you
because
have
they have
to
Sarah
watch.
Jessica Parker, I mean, she's in it, which is kind of gross, but she does a great job. I will say
She
that.
does. Will
She
you
does do
be
a great
her
job.
because you have the long blonde hair?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Cool.
That might work.
Well, speaking of movies, anyone seen Gravity yet? What do you guys think about that movie? I saw it and I
haven't.
loved the movie. From once it started until it ended, I literally was fixed on the screen. It was a phenomenal movie.
I haven't even heard
seen
of it.
I love Sandra Bullock. I love George Clooney, and I'm assuming it would be a great movie, especially with them together. And it's they have a lot of Oscar buzz generating with the film. So it'll be on my to-do list this weekend. Maybe we'll see.
I was happy that George Clooney wasn't in it a lot. I think if they would have put him in it longer than they did, it would have ruined the movie for me. Sandra Bullock, by far, there aren't a lot of lines in the movie. It's actually a very quiet movie.
Excellent.
You know, it's very quiet. A lot of obviously you go for the effects and how I just actually was reading a magazine of how they filmed it. It was truly amazing.
Rolling Stone.
Of course.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, that's where I read
it was
it.
from what was it, ICG like video editing magazine.
I'm not good with the terms.
Like one of the scenes, they had probably like 1,000 like LCD screens just to create this. It was just brilliant.
Wow.
I would go see that movie.
I heard it makes you nauseous, and that all they're doing is floating around in space the entire
That is true,
movie.
but if you go in with if you go in looking for something new, you'll get that new experience for this movie. It's stuff that's been done, has not been done in any movie yet.
I think James Cameron called it the best movie that has to do with space ever, and that's coming from him. I think that's quite a
2001
statement.
was a great space movie, but
Haven't seen it.
I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one for me. We'll be here all day if we talk about that topic. But
So Sarah, what are some of yours that you have to talk about?
Well, I actually heard that the policemen at Yale are trying to solve the culprit, or catch the culprit of a case because there's actually somebody putting feces in the dryers of the campus, and
sorry.
it's pretty disgusting. I don't really know what I would do if I went to grab my laundry and there was poop all over my clothing. So
Can't they do like some DNA testing with that? Or?
I
I'm not
don't really
sure.
know. There was a
Okay,
quote
so we
from,
had corn today. All right.
there was a quote from one of the victims, and she said, "I simultaneously wanted to throw up, cry, and punch somebody." So
No laughing involved in that.
no.
Bummer.
Sounds like a teenage drama movie. But
of all colleges, though, Yale.
Right.
I kind of
Yeah.
like it at Yale. It makes it even better. I want to go to Yale now. But
Hey,
I had an
they're
incident like
regular
that.
people,
I had
too.
somebody steal when I was at Whitehall, I had somebody steal my all my laundry from the dryer, and it was like underwear, socks, and I found it at the end of the year. So one of my friends like, somebody had a basket full of laundry just sitting in their room for like the entire year, and sure enough, it was my clothes. It was the weirdest thing.
So do you think they accidentally took it, but then they felt silly, so
Well, here-
didn't want to
I-
try to
I
find
wonder-
the owner?
I wonder.
or-
Okay, so my friends told me I went to the room, and it used to be an overflow room with 3 people.
Okay.
But the other guy dropped out, and I'm assuming that he grabbed it like one day when he was intoxicated, and just forgot it or like never admitted that he stole it.
Well, I think we should move on from
My own personal
laundry.
problem here.
Laundry problems.
Okay, so Miley Cyrus. I mean, she's on the news so much now.
So
what are you guys
much.
thinking about her?
I watched Saturday Night Live last Saturday, and I thought it was wonderful. Seth Meyers said that she was really great about making fun of herself. She was always the one saying, well, let's do this, basically to make herself look dumb. And I thought the sketches were, mostly tasteful, very funny, and she wasn't too raunchy in them, except one, but we don't need to get into that because it involves bad sorts of tape. But, I thought she was great on it. So
I'm just happy that she is willing to like make fun of herself. And that's one like I realized when she changed her whole thing from Hannah Montana to her crazy, we can't stop personality thing. I like how she makes fun of herself and pokes fun at herself. I like her.
Right.
I give her more respect for that.
I just wonder if, after to get out of her whole Hannah Montana stage, she kind of went off the deep end and then went crazy and got a bunch of bad criticism. And now, since she got her bad criticism, is just saying that it was on purpose. I don't know.
that's a theory. That's a possibility.
I like her more than Justin Timberlake.
What?
Yeah, I cannot stand Justin Timberlake.
I love
What's that
that
one
man.
song? What's the basically
Holy
all
Grail.
this Holy Grail, all the songs are him going he just moans the entire time. Like, what's that one song where it literally is 2 minutes? You don't hear it on the radio because it's edited for like 3 minutes.
Right.
But his the soundtrack version, all you hear is 2 minutes of him moaning. And
Yeah, I'm not
that's
sure.
great singing. Great job, Justin. Way to just
Well,
keep
hey,
up the good work.
Listen to Push Her Love Girl. That's easily my favorite song of his ever. So look it up if you don't know it. If you know it, celebrate it with me. It's wonderful.
Should we move from one Justin to another Justin?
Absolutely.
What about
Love
Justin Bieber getting caught with something he shouldn't have? Did you guys hear this story?
I've
haven't.
heard it briefly, but
Got caught with something illegal, claimed it was photoshopped in there. Also claims he's not sitting next to Ariana Grande when he's clearly sitting next to Ariana Grande, and claims that it's the paparazzi trying to get him, that they photoshopped the lighter and his paraphernalia into the picture.
I mean, as likely as that could be, but I don't think somebody would literally just go, oh, he's smoking pot and try and, put it on there.
Plus, he's been caught multiple times.
Yeah, he's not exactly. Well, he has role models, too. He's hanging out with Chris Brown and I think he's,
little solid role
yeah,
models.
which-
Little twisted.
Solid.
I don't know who that is
Models.
either,
Is
but
it
he's.
Lil or Lil?
Oh yeah, Lil Twist.
Okay, now we're gonna be.
Don't they have a new collaboration together or something? Or
Not even sure.
for some reason, something rings a bell that they have a collaboration coming out, or that it's somehow leaked online or something, or on YouTube. But I could be very
Well,
wrong.
he does have a new song. It's supposed to be after his
Baby
Heartbreaker?
recent
2.0 or-
breakup. Yep, Heartbreaker. Have you guys heard it yet?
No, I haven't.
No, I'm keeping my. I want to
I'm
be
trying
able to
not
hear
to.
as long as I possibly can.
I'm saving my ears for more Miley Cyrus.
See, I like her too. I don't know
Excellent.
why, but I just love her. I choose her over Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber any day. Boom.
He doesn't
Alright.
like Justin.
Okay.
Bieber I can see, but Timberlake I just can't justify that.
I'm sorry. I liked him better on was it In Sync?
In Sync, yep.
In Sync, I liked him there.
In his
then,
Britney Spears days when they were dating and did the Canadian
Didn't they
suits.
all wear? Didn't they wear all
denim?
denim?
Yep. Canadian suits.
Yes, what happened?
that was
to
an
those
interesting
days?
time.
Back in the day. Speaking of which, there's some stuff going on with Madonna here, and I just found this here, and I'm really curious, and I'm waiting for this thing to load. But what you got? First off, what's your take on Madonna? Boom. What do you like about Madonna?
What I like? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Or don't like,
That's a
whatever
loaded
you-
question. I just don't like her.
All right. Okay. So short and sweet answer.
I have nothing against Madonna. I don't know. She keeps things interesting. I don't know. Mixes things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like her.
She kind of scares me. She's very, is the word sinewy, like really creepily muscly. And she is too skinny also, but that's just me. And I don't approve of how she and is Lorde her daughter? Lorde's?
What?
It's like
Doesn't she have more than one?
Lourdes. I'm not sure.
I don't even know that she
Not to be
kids.
confused with the royal
think she
singer,
adopted.
but I think she just let her grow up way too quickly. But that's just my opinion. So.
The only reason I brought this up is because now she evidently is studying like Muslims, but I don't know. She's just,
Something we can talk about after our break while we take a look at Perfect Pets.
Meet Kaya. She's a 1-year-old lab mix. She is very social and is one silly girl. And here's Addie, a curious, gentle 2-year-old domestic short-haired cat that always wants to know what's going on. Meet Toby, a 3-year-old coonhound mix. He's very handsome, energetic, and can't wait to meet you.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
welcome back. Okay, we were talking about Madonna and saying that she's now studying the Muslim religion. Okay, that's great. And then what happened to her British accent that she had? And what were you saying about how she was criticizing Obama about what?
Yeah, she criticized Obama earlier, I believe it was this year or last year, and saying that he was a Muslim. Just because he's black does not mean he's a Muslim, Madonna. So can you be a Muslim because you're white? I'm very confused how this is working out for her, and it seems a little hypocritical.
I think that she's just craving attention like Kanye West at every single the LAX airport he goes to every day and beats up a paparazzi guy because he's craving that attention because he's realizing that his Kardashian phase that he's into right now is dying. Nobody's caring about the Kardashians anymore. So
That's true.
That's my guess.
Yeah, people are really fed up with the Kardashians. At least that's what it seems like, of late, because they're just To me, power hungry and like, why are they famous? That's what I don't understand.
They're famous for
Kim is famous for all the wrong
ugly.
reasons, but I don't think they're ugly.
Have you ever turned on ETV and never seen the Kardashians on it?
That is
I
very
turn
true.
on E
They're
all the
constant.
time, and it's just the Kardashians. I don't understand. And I heard Kim was upset because people are Googling her less, and she thinks it's because of her relationship with Kanye.
Well, I think that's kind of a given right there, but I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Kim. Who wants to... Kanye
Well,
West.
hopefully with Halloween and you know,
Ugh.
people wanting to be her, that'll make her feel a little better. We'll see. But I
they're-
don't think she needs
I
any
think
more
they liked her
ego
better when
boost.
she had a baby bump.
Possibly. She seemed more matronly and down to earth, but
All right, well, actually, there was a bartender in Oregon who got tipped $17,500 by one of her regulars. He usually tips her in lottery tickets, and one of them was actually the winning one.
What?
And apparently she tried to return it to him because she felt bad, but he wouldn't take it. And
that's
so,
so nice.
So I would assuming that she obviously turned it in.
I mean, she turned it
Yeah.
in, and she gave him a percentage of it.
Oh, she did.
Well, that's
Did.
good.
Okay,
They
that's
didn't say how
nice.
much they gave, but
Okay.
they asked her what she wanted to do with the money, and her answer was buy a couch.
Yeah, because she had been saving for furniture, and then she bought the furniture that she wanted and put the rest in savings. And another thing, he actually made her sign the ticket so that only she could cash it.
Oh, wow.
I just think that is one of the coolest. You know, can he come to where I work and
Yeah, right.
tip us heavily
That's
like
awesome.
that? That's so wonderful.
I don't know what I would do with that much money that was given to me. I would probably be so like crazy of losing. I'd just put it in savings and not want to touch it.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know?
At least to start out with, I might have to treat myself to some sort of vacation.
I may
but then you
want some
still
Dairy
got
Queen
student
later on,
loans.
so I could just go get myself a blizzard with that $17,000.
Dairy Queen. All right.
Well, Halle Berry has probably spent more than $17,000 on her new baby. They released the baby's name. It is Maceo. It is actually thousands of years old. And now the translation is Matthew or Mateo. That's the normal name. But of course, being a celebrity, we got to dig back 1,000 years to find our name. And they did it because it's Spanish. So they picked a Spanish name from the 14th century, and her boyfriend, husband, baby daddy, not sure what they're defined as.
I think they're
but
married.
Are they married?
I believe so. They got married this summer, I think.
Well, how are you 47 and giving birth to
I don't
children?
know, but that
Halle
is
Berry.
one.
Halle
She's
Berry.
Halle Berry. She can do what she wants, honestly.
And still looking fabulous, too.
I was like
looks
listening to your
beautiful.
subtext, what you were saying from like from the article you got that from. I was just hearing, I want attention, so I'm gonna name my baby this, so I get attention. That's all I heard from it.
I hope she
mean-
does not try to get it copyrighted or trademarked, trademark being the term, like Beyonce and Jay-Z did. They trademarked Blue Ivy. Because people are really going to want to steal Blue Ivy for a name.
Right.
Yep. Okay.
Yikes.
I have nothing to say about that. I mean, good for them for having a kid. Obviously, it's a great time in their lives and whatnot.
Yes.
But if I was ever in their situation, I will take this to my grave if it ever did happen. I would never publicly announce my baby or try to. That's like asking for trouble down the road.
Well, that's why I feel like the
absolutely.
celebrities have such weird baby names because it's not their actual names. And when they get older, they can either go, they want to be famous, take their celebrity name, and if they want to kind of, go back into the
Lie low.
woodwork.
Well, I guess they could, no matter what.
Take a
They're
real name.
gonna inherit millions of dollars. So
Either way, they'll be sitting pretty.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
So I'm going to totally give this a little switch here for the topics. I really want to talk about the Detroit Lions. Dominic Raiola. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that last name wrong. So there was all of the hype this past Sunday when he was shouting absolutely terrible, unrepeatable things at the UW Marching Band. In particular, something about one of the tuba players' mother who had just passed away and his sister. And so he has officially apologized, and he says, I quote, "My interaction with the Wisconsin Marching Band was inappropriate. I apologize to those I offended, along with all of the members of Wisconsin's Marching Band. I also apologize to the Lions organization and my teammates. My actions Sunday fell dramatically short of the standards with which we conduct ourselves." So, thank you for apologizing. However, I am not sure many people are going to be willing to accept the apology because, like I said, some of the stuff he said was unrepeatable, and he should feel terrible and should have had a much better apology than that. That's just my opinion. Have
That
you guys
didn't
heard about that?
It didn't sound very heartfelt.
Yeah.
Not in the slightest. It was very textbook.
Yeah, I was gonna say it felt very from a book, or very like from lawyers or somebody who knows how to say it in a way where he can get away with it in the media and get away with it everywhere else but through actual people.
Yeah. I believe, so this apology, from what I understand, I could be wrong, was from today or yesterday, but the Lions organization, or the owner, officially apologized for him on, it was either Sunday or early Monday. So at least they got on it right away, but just the fact that it even happened is ridiculous.
So why did it happen?
It was during warm-ups, and the UW band was getting ready to play the national anthem, I believe, and he was just randomly by them and just shouting obscene things for no reason.
So it wasn't
they did
even,
not provoke him.
like, after the game? If
Nope,
you got
not
mad
after.
Or something.
I was going to say, if it were after, I could see that more because it was their 23rd straight loss at Green Bay. That's unfortunate for the Lions, but I can't say I'm too surprised. But yeah, literally no reason for him to do that, and especially during the national anthem or right before that, you know. But the players were very mature about it and didn't let it affect their performance.
Good for them.
So, yeah.
Well, Eminem's daughter was just announced homecoming queen. I just found this out, so good
She's
for
that old already?
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. Is it Haley?
I think it's Haley, yeah. What's that one song he did? For
Mockingbird,
Kind of good.
right?
Ooh. I haven't seen her in a while. Well, good for her. Wow. I have nothing else to say to that. I just found that out. Good for her.
Yeah, it's always nice when stars can like somewhat live a normal life, go to, you know, high school. Like Dakota Fanning, she was on the cheerleading team at her high school. I believe she was homecoming queen also, and
I think there's reasons
I
why we
like
know she's
her.
homecoming
Is that
queen,
old
but-
already too?
That was a while ago. I think
What?
that might have been 2 years ago or so. Yeah, maybe she might have like graduated early. I'm really not sure, but she's another person I like because she's somewhat kept her head on her shoulders, and she's not drop dead gorgeous, but yet she's still done so well, and she is pretty in a different way, I think. So that's another young Hollywood starlet I like.
I like Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, and she has wonderful movies, and the people she's worked with, totally insane. You know, Sean Penn, Robert De Niro, Brittany
Denzel
Murphy,
Washington.
Denzel Washington. Yeah, that's just a few of them. Yeah, she's a great actress.
Jeez, celebrities are being stupid right now. Okay, so I got one about Beyonce here. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take anything from you guys, but you guys know that Beyonce requires red toilet paper whenever she goes on tour in her dressing
What?
rooms. Yep.
That's the dumbest
Has
thing
to be
I've ever
red
heard.
toilet
Where do
paper.
you get red toilet paper?
I'm assuming that Beyonce just has that power.
It's Beyonce. She can
And
do
what else she
wants.
requires, I think for a total dressing room transformation, it cost about $50,000 for her dressing room. And then she won't be in one of those small rooms. She requires a full locker room, like, you know, football, you know, team locker room for her dressing room, because, you know, you need that much space to put on your makeup, your eyeliner,
Obviously.
and your clothes.
I'm assuming
and-
her team that gets her ready is monstrous, but could
She's
be wrong.
gotten a little too divalicious.
Yeah,
I mean, she
which
Which really
tries.
bums me out. I really like her a
I
lot.
mean, she's extravagant, but the thing I appreciate about her is that she's not always like craving attention in the news. I feel like she tries to keep it kind of low key. You know
And
what
I
mean?
totally disagree with that. She says she's like us, and yet she's
Mariah
going.
Carey is what she is, basically.
And she goes to Cuba. We can't go to Cuba. How is that like me? I don't feel like I can relate to that. I don't have those privileges. I just think she's become a little bit of a diva
She's
lately.
Mariah Carey Jr., basically, in a nutshell. That's what I think.
Yikes.
I mean, but yeah. Anyways, we are going to be taking a commercial break. We'll be back in just a second.
Fact: University of Wisconsin Lacrosse is ranked the #2 college in the Midwest.
UW La Crosse is ranked number 34 for out-of-state students among public universities nationwide. UW La Crosse is ranked as one of the most military-friendly schools in the nation.
UW La Crosse is number 24 among medium colleges and universities for Peace Corps volunteers.
Welcome back to Afternoon Delight. We are going to go from one diva, Beyonce, to another diva, Nicki Minaj.
Woo!
She apparently has a rumor that she has a fling with Zac Efron. Supposedly happened in West Hollywood.
Oh, Zach, really? Oh, Zach, I just lost total respect for you. I'm sorry, go on.
The issue is, though, she tweeted, "Who exactly is Zac Efron, though? I'm confused." So I don't know if it's actually true or not. Definitely sounds like a rumor, but then someone sent her, one of her fans tweeted at her one of the pictures of Zac Efron, and she said, LMFAO, oh, okay, I guess that rumor isn't so bad anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that that's just something concocted by anyone wanting, just starting drama like usual. I really don't see how they could be a couple, but that's just me.
I love Nicki Minaj. I like the looks of Zac Efron. That's about it.
So do I.
That's about it. I hope
like
that's
her
not
accents.
true.
Don't you secretly hope it's true? It's so scandalous. Don't you hope it has some validity to it?
I don't think I'd ever deny having a fling with Zac Efron. Definitely not.
But he does have a cocaine problem right now, so maybe you would want to deny it. He did just get out of rehab.
What star hasn't?
Yikes. That's true. Many of them have. Yeah, I was very unaware of that. How do you know when he went into rehab?
I do not know. I do know he just got out, and other stars like Lindsay Lohan, she says she's going to partner with other stars and create their own rehab facility. She says she's been in so many that she just knows what it takes to get sober.
I've been in so many rehabs, and I'm just going to start my own and make a brand new one.
And she's planning on going back into rehab? Like, that's what I don't understand. Why would she say something
She can
like
just go to her own rehab now.
But she should have it in her mind that she doesn't need to go back to rehab anymore because she's been there enough. Oh,
speaking of someone that needs to go to rehab, Bam, from what shows he's been in, Viva La Bam, and the other one we all know we're referring to, just got married this past weekend actually to Nicole Boyd.
Never heard of her.
Yeah.
Was she also on?
I don't think she was, but she doesn't look very classy from the photos I'm looking at right now. Trust me, they're not classy photos. But I mean, first off, I never liked Bam to begin with. I briefly met him. And he is the biggest jerk you will ever meet in your life.
When did you meet him?
I met him 2 years ago when I was in California, like in LA. Like we were walking about and we saw him there. He was like the paparazzi thing.
Okay.
And I just hey, what's up? He goes, stay away. And I'm like, I just want to say,
ridiculous.
And granted, he might have been in a bad mood, but I've never given him respect.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like they probably get that a lot. Fans coming up and always wanting to talk to them. I feel like I make it annoyed, and especially if you're having a bad day.
Lamar Odom, another person that's a jerk. He obviously, we were just talking about rehab. He needs to go to rehab too, but he's in denial. He thinks he can do the rehab thing by himself. Obviously, Chloe's just about fed up with that, and she wants him to go to rehab. She also wants to divorce him, but she is concerned that he will either A, commit suicide, or B, overdose. So things aren't looking good for their relationship. What do you guys think?
They're just hard to follow and even more annoying to try to follow.
I used to follow them, and then I just stopped. It's just too much for me.
I never did.
Yeah,
I never did follow.
It really bums me out because I really liked Chloe and Lamar. I thought Chloe is my favorite Kardashian. Not that I'm a fan of really any of them, but if I had to pick, it'd be her. I thought she was the most down to earth, and I thought she and Lamar, they were kind of low key for a while, and I really liked that. And he seemed to treat her really well. And now I guess I just don't really have an opinion about them because I didn't know that was all happening.
I wish she would have a backbone and just stand up for herself, divorce him, let him deal with his problems. He's not going to have an NBA career anymore. What is there left for them? I don't think they're in love. Just divorce, end it. I mean, why are they still together? He just needs to go to rehab, be left alone, and just deal with his problems.
Boom, whipping that thing out,
I
man.
know, I'm cracking the whip right now.
Man. Well, I hope it works out the best for them. I have nothing to say on that because I just don't care about them, to be honest with you.
Right.
They are famous just for being on TV. That is it. They have done nothing with their, except for Lamar, obviously, he's done something, but the Kardashians have not done anything in their lives except moan and complain, and they made a TV show on it. That's all I have to say about that.
I'll just never forget, and I had the negative opinion about her right away. The first episode I ever saw of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim got mad about something and chucked her phone across the room, and I'm like, you don't just throw your phone across the room. And then ever since then, I couldn't stand her. So there's that.
So if you don't like Kim, who are you interested in right now?
Who am I in right now?
Yeah, who are you
Who am I
interested in? You're just dogging on Kim, so who do you try to pay attention to?
Oh, that's a tough one. Obviously, I pay attention a little bit more Miley Cyrus because it's Miley, but I mean, we all pay attention to her. Oh, that's a tough one.
Emma Stone? She's pretty hard to dislike.
No, I like her, but I just don't pay attention to it.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's a tough one. You may have to come back to me on that one. I have no idea.
I stumped you?
You did stump me.
I will move on to Prince then. Prince is actually having a concert in his house. I don't know if you can even use the word house. He lives in a mansion, so they should use the word house a little looser. But he is having a concert in his house for his band New Power Generation.
New Power!
I have never heard of that band, but he's also going to have Third Eye Girl, and they're going to do this big performance in his house. You do not have to pay for a ticket, but a $50 donation is required. Don't know where that donation is going to. But you also can't have cell phones either, so they're taking your cell phone.
Of course they would. Of course they would do that. Of course they would.
So you won't be finding out what Prince's house looks like anytime soon, but I want a ticket to that.
I would think that he would allow that, because then it'd be like, oh, you don't get to see this, but here's like one picture of this cool concert.
Right.
His career needs it, let's be honest.
Well, yeah. So is this an invite-only event, or, I mean, because if you don't have to pay, I'm assuming he might at least know
Oh, it's Facebook. I got an invite already. I denied it.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, deny that, honestly, unless you're paying for my plane trip over there and everything.
Yeah,
We'll
right.
see.
Well, that will be a concert I will never want to attend. Even if I got an invite, I would not go to that
See, I'll
concert.
be honest, I don't follow Prince. I probably couldn't tell you more than 2 of his songs.
It's a publicity
It's
stunt.
whatever.
Yeah, I actually worked at a venue where Prince gave a concert, and he was kind of a jerk.
Where was the venue?
It was over in the Minneapolis, Twin Cities area, but even during his warm-up, he made all the staff members stop what they were doing and exit the building. And so even though we were going to see him perform there, he wouldn't let us see him warm up. And then he had a second concert the same night, and he made us leave again, even though he had already seen his performance. So he was just kind of a diva.
It's amazing what money can do to people.
That is terrible.
Well, it is public. It is open to Minnesotans, and anybody who's available to make it out can.
Wow.
So I don't know how that's going to work out. Maybe his mansion's even bigger than I'm guessing.
Oh, I forgot it was in Minnesota. Here I was thinking it would be in California. That's why I said the plane ticket comment. So never mind.
Well, okay, so they said it was going to be inside his house. Like inside it?
Inside his house.
Or so they probably built like this huge like dome or something with like a little connection to his house. Inside my house.
I'm assuming it's pretty elaborate. But let's change the topic from Prince. I'm not a fan of him. Do you guys like Scarlett Johansson?
Me.
Yeah. She was once again named by Esquire Sexiest Woman Alive for the 2nd year, and she's the only woman to have that twice. Thoughts about that?
Why?
Do you like her? Yeah,
Lots of
I'm not really
surgery.
sure.
Lots of surgeries.
I like her name.
She's got
Scarlett.
big lips and other assets. I don't know.
I mean, good for her, I guess, but in the long run, that's really not going to do you any good. But,
yeah, and she said she wants to, she is excited about it because she said she needs to embrace it and hustle now, because soon enough she'll be getting only motherly roles because she'll be getting older. So.
Well, you know what? I will be sure not to pay attention to her by any means. Thank you so much for tuning in to Afternoon Delight this week. Hopefully you tune up next week where we have more celebrity gossip. Until then, stay classy.
Sound more vivid, more dynamic, and